Yep, made it back to the 41st round. Some close observers in the league thought that I was maybe going to time out in that 41st, right there on the Arrighetti pick, but I did not. Everything live and ready to go here. 23 minutes, just got back from doing stuff around the house. Baseball practice for the youngster tonight. Uh, so, since my last pick of Jacob Latz, I had a nice little run of picks there. Tyler Freeman, Phil Maton, Jacob Latz. I mean, I got to say, I like all of that. Latz really does back up my Texas. So, all good on that. After Latz, let me see. Let's run down these picks real quick before I figure out my next pick. Let's see. Let's pick number Jacob Latz. There's Blade. That was one of my picks. There's DeVries. Okay, after Latz went Gabe Spire, David Schneider, DeVries. I don't know. I like DeVries. I'm really excited to see him play out here in Oakland, aka West Sec. Angel Martinez, like him. I've been an early Angel Martinez adopter. When he goes off, I'm going to have the receipts, but they're going to be outdated. You won't allow me to have that return. Elmer Rodriguez, he needed some innings there. Richard Fitz, he's in the rotation or close to the rotation. James Outman, he's played really good for half a season somewhere, and he has a glove on him, so he might get some run. Minnesota is just, I feel like nothing good could come out of there, but I something good will. Some players will emerge from there. Brazardo, I'm not familiar with that. That's a Seattle bullpen play, which I think being in the Seattle bullpen is probably not a bad idea. And then I get my guy Spencer Arrighetti. That's the one I almost timed out on, but I took him there again. I mean, he's got to get some innings, and he's I think I say this my entire team. My K per 9 on this team is pretty darn high. So my K per 9 total team is 4.9. So I'm leading this league in K per 9. That's fine because I'm making picks like Arrighetti, who might not be good, but at least he's going to strike people out. And I value that on this team. Then went Nathaniel Lowe. I liked him a lot last year, but it's time to not like him. Nick Gonzalez, you get what you pay for. Alvarado, curious. It's close games at the major league level. Is this going to be the last guy taken who's actually done it? Like been tapped to do it? Tobias Myers was going to pick him. If he came back to me, I love Tobias Myers. Always try to use him every year. Makes you feel good when you use Tobias Myers. IKF. Okay, flexibility, not bad at all. Jordan Leisure, boy, I was going to take him too. I don't know. That's another good pick right there. Christian Campbell, ups and downs. Velasquez, no idea. Savali, that's pretty much what he's worth. Andre Chaparro, I do not know his value, but I think he will. There's no more Josh Bell there, so you're going to have some Chaparro at bats. I'm not sure how many he's supposed to get, but somebody's got him penciled in. Let me see. Pomerantz. He used to be sought after by me. No longer. Thomas Agassi, Nathan Church, Griffin Canning. Those are all pretty value picks right there. Trevor McDonald. I'm not aware of that player, so I can't really speak on that one. That looks like value though. Boy, I'm gonna have to look into that. Give me 1 second here. That's all the water. No more water. Take your bath. No more water. Take your bath. What? You can, but just you have enough water, okay? Gosh, these children running so much bath water. No problem with it though. You like them to have a good time. Where was I at? AKF. Dude Chaparro, Nathan Church. Is he gonna get some at bats? I don't know. Griffin Canning, old school. Okay, there we go. Trevor McDonald, Edmundo Sosa. Hey, I got some usable at bats out of him last year. Hunter Barco. Love that guy. Would have taken him. Would have taken him if you got to me. You got me on Hunter Barco. Ben Williamson. Don't know. Hunter Harvey. He's had good stints. And I do think the Chicago bullpen, I'm always leery. I really like Palencia, but I'm always leery of the season after the breakout where the weight is on him. So I'm always leery of that. Are you seriously not listening to me about that water? Are you seriously not listening to me thinking I'm not paying attention or what? I love it very much, but I actually have to do that water, okay? Let me see. So, Miguel Rojas, LA Dodgers, lots of flexibility there. Dodgers will get at bats somehow. I think they get at bats at the end of the year just because they're resting people. So I don't think that's a bad play at all. It's actually showing as a good play. Then I got JJ Bleday. I liked him before he got not so good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a gamble on him being in Cincinnati and just maybe hitting 10 home runs that I might be able to use. Clark Schmidt, used to like him. JP Sears, used to like him. Brandon Lockwood, no idea. Sean Armstrong, I believe he had SPRP last year, so I was into him in a crazy league. Christian Moore, people say he's done. Otto Kemp, actually autoed in my ESPN league timed out, and I got stuck with Otto Kemp at the end. But the commission let me move it out. But I actually timed out into Otto Kemp in the ESPN league where the ESPN draft app crashed on me. So not great. Brooks Baldwin it's not all the whole season for him, but that might work. I heard maybe some help, maybe not known, but if he plays, those could be valuable at bats. Honestly, those could be valuable at bats from Brooks Baldwin. And then Alex Vesla, he's on my radar there just to try to back up Tanner Scott on my try to maximize innings by just throwing a wide net and trying to catch as much as I can with the teams that are going to get a lot of wins, the LA Dodgers. Not that I want them to. I want it to be 0 wins for them, but it's not going to be. So now it's my pick. Let me go back to the other screen and let me see what I need to do to continue my team build. So there we go. Here's my team. I've recently acquired. So some of the things I've done is I acquired Taj Bradley because Zebby Matthews starting in the minors. And so those are interchangeable parts. I think Taj Bradley is actually the stats show pretty the same here. So I don't even think it really hurts my stats, my starter stats that bad. But that's why I drafted Minnesota there. The other player, I have some young. I got to realize I already have some flyer pitchers. I got so I'm going to reclassify Zebby Matthews as a flyer pitcher now. Quinn Priester, his injury, he's reclassified as a flyer, and my homie Jonah Tong, he's reclassified as was a flyer, but he's just got to be reminded to be seen that way. So that's why I acquired Jacob Lance and Spencer Arrighetti. Last I checked, he's the 5-starter down in Texas. I believe that's the 5-starter. And I don't think Arrighetti might not even start in the majors. But he's going to get some starts. Houston always talks about a 6-person rotation. I haven't even looked into it. But Arrighetti is also K per 9 guy. So K per 9, got to love that. K per inning, 9 per 9. Is what I read on him, which is my entire and total team build. So I roll like that. It maintains my dominance in K per 9. So I like my team. So I do need to get a couple more positions. I need a first baseman, a shortstop, and then it doesn't matter anything else after that. So let me see. Let me see what's going on here. These are the remaining players as presented to me by my system, and here it just is getting kind of loose out here as the range of values varies widely in terms of what you could be targeting and why you could be targeting it. So the variation is kind of very extremely large range of variation right now. So for me to look into getting that first baseman or shortstop, I would really have to be passing up. And the truth of the matter is, I don't really have to have them. I do have 3 starting shortstops. Otto Lopez is a starting second baseman, but I have 4 second basemen. He's not actually my starting second baseman. So I got my starting shortstops are Neto, Lopez, and Joey Ortiz, who I actually kind of do believe in, and I think he is kind of an interchangeable part with his line that shows 23 counters right there. So not really hating on that too much. There's about 13 minutes on the clock for me to decide this pick. So let me not kind of think about it too much. A player I do like here is Colin Ray for the Cubs. That's probably who I should take. I did just get, they got my outfielder I wanted. What's his name? Where's the dude I wanted? I got Blade because they got one of my guys I wanted. That's why I got Blade. So I think I'm okay at outfielder. And I have all my positions covered. I just need a late. I also just need to take 4 more pitchers total. So I probably should just take best pitcher for team fit here. And I see who it is actually. I'm going to take upside pitcher right here. Yeah, that's what I should do. Is this recent ADP? Let me double check in this other board right here. This guy's not even starting in the major leagues right now. Let me look at one thing right here. Colin Ray. Okay, they've got him. I do not believe he's starting in the major leagues either. Bullpen role to begin the season. Man, that means you could be stuck over there. Let me see where my guy is at. I've been trying not to take this guy for a while because I think he's going to start in the minors. They've assigned him to the minor league camp. I just did that the other day. How many starts do they think he's going to get? Man, he's going to come up and be some type of piggyback role. Would that be any way predictable in this format? I mean, what pick are we on? We are on pick number 605. Let me just check the most recent NFBC ADP in this other window, and then I'm going to take him. NFBC ADP. I just want to make sure that I did not miss anything here. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me see if I have him right here. I'll find it. No, I really like this player. If I'm able to take this player right here because he checks out, I'll feel good about it. Yeah, this player has been taken very early in some drafts. Yeah, he has been, but there's no injuries. See the bull. Man, I'm gonna draft him. I'm gonna take him. It's 41st round. Okay, it is the 41st round, so it's time to just like take the players you know you should take. I don't need any other outfielder type of player. I don't need anything else like that. I'm going to take another pitcher. I'm going to take another pitcher here. And that is going to be, double check one last time. He's available. Yeah, man, he's top of my queue. I've even had him in my queue for a little while. All right, let me just check my screen for a bit here. There's no other hitters that are getting away from me. No usable hitters. Zach Veen. Yeah, I like him, but I can't do that. That is a player. If he gets away from me, I'll be upset. That's the only player I do not want to get. And yeah, Hernandez for Miami too. He could really go off, but we'll let somebody else get him. Yeah, Joe Boyle is about to get drafted by me. He's in the minor league camp. That means he's going to come back to the major leagues, having a great time throwing the ball hot. They're going to let him eat his favorite sandwich before he gets his call up for the 12 starts he's going to get to end the season. So that's why Joe Boyle has been drafted and is now on my team. Sick. I feel really good about that. Oh, Scott Barlow went right after that. He is an Oakland Athletic. A tough one on Scott Barlow there. Is I think is he the guy who gave up that home run to what's his name? Nick Kurtz. I think it was Scott Barlow who gave up the 500-foot home run to Nick Kurtz, and now he plays on the same team. I believe that's a little. We'll go watch that batting practice. Anyway, going out. Who did I take there? I took Joe Boyle. The other guy took. He just took Scott Barlow. Scott Barlow. That's a good. I mean, Scott Barlow was super high on my list years ago. I'm not gonna say he's a bad pitcher. He does have some stuff. Um, but we are about to go out to the long side here. Look, picks are coming in. We're about to go out to the long side. And it's going to be 20 picks until my turn. We're going to have these same players left up in here. So we're coming down. That was a 41st round pick in a DC. So you really got to like that, getting that kind of action in a DC there. 19 picks to my turn, actually. So we'll see. I'll have to take a look at your teams, break you guys all down here. Kind of try to get an idea for, here's a chart that shows who's being drafted at over and under. So most recently, these are the most recent players drafted. People are getting values on everybody except for starters. Right now, starters are, they're getting reached for so much, they're throwing zeros up. So I got Joe Boyle on a 51% 51 value. That's, dude, I'm getting these values here. So some other people are too. Very, very well. Bryce Elder, I got on him. Anyway, we continue to the long side.